Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Today, I am pleased to welcome you to our presentation on the effect of digital technology on academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH. Before we begin, let me introduce my amazing team members, including SHUHADAH binti Ali, AINI SOFIA binti JASMI, SITI NURHUMAIRA binti Muhammad FADZLI, AQILAH binti ABDUL AZIM, Izzati binti Roslan, and SHYAHMINA ATHIRAH binti ISHAK. Together, we have conducted research to analyze the effect of digital technology on students' academic performance. So, let's dive into our findings.
Today, I will talk about our study on how digital technology affects students' academic performance. Digital technology like smartphone, social media and online gaming has changed how we learn and access information. In Malaysia, programs like Peranti Siswa and the Malaysia Education Blueprint aim to help students by improving digital skills and making learning easier, especially for low-income families. This effort allows students to access study materials anytime and learn independently. Around the world, research has shown mixed results. In Western countries, studies highlight the positive sides of technology when used wisely, like helping students learn and connect with others. However, in places like Asia and the Middle East, studies show the risk of overusing technology for non-study purpose, such as poor time management and lack of focus. While digital technology has many benefits, it also creates significant challenges for students. Excessive use of smartphone and social media can lead to distraction, poor time management, and reduced academic focus. Research shows that smartphone addiction often lower productivity and focus, while overusing social media can lead to procrastination and poor grades. Other issues include poor sleep quality caused by staying online late at night, which affect attention and learning, and emotional state linked to technology overuse. This factor can harm academic performance, especially when students lack self-discipline in managing their technology use. However, not all studies agree on the effect of digital technology. Some research show that when used in moderation and for academic purpose, digital technology can support learning and improve outcomes. This highlights the need for more research to understand the relationship between technology and academic performance. Our study aims to address this gap by investigating how factors like social media addiction, smartphone addiction, emotional state, and poor sleep quality affect academic performance of students at UiTM KEDAH branch.
Hi, my name is SHUHADAH. In this section, I will present the research question and objective of our study, which focus on the factors affecting academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch. This factor includes smartphone addiction, social media addiction, poor sleep quality, and emotional states. To guide these studies, we have formulated 4 research questions. Firstly, to what extent does smartphone addiction affect academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch? Secondly, to what extent does social media addiction affect academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch? Thirdly, to what extent does poor sleep quality affect academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch? Lastly, to what extent do emotional states affect academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch? This question will help us understand the degree to which each factor influence student academic outcomes. To address this research question, we have established the following objective. The first objective is to investigate the effect of smartphone addiction on academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch. The second is to investigate the effect of social media addiction on academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch. The third objective is to investigate the effect of poor sleep quality on academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch. Lastly, the fourth objective is to investigate the effect of emotional state on academic performance among undergraduate students in UiTM KEDAH branch. This objective aims to explore the impact of this factor comprehensively, enabling us to provide meaningful insight and recommendation for improving academic performance. In this study, the method of analysis is based on a causal research design combined with a quantitative approach. The causal research design was selected because the primary aim of the study is to identify and analyze cause and effect relationship between specific factors such as smartphone addiction, social media addiction, and emotional state and sleep quality on academic performance. The quantitative approach complements this design by providing measurable and statistical data to support the analysis through structured data collective method such as surveys or questionnaire. Numerical data was gathered from a sample of undergraduate students at UiTM KEDAH branch.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Izzati and I'll be present about the summary of literature review. In this study, we will be investigate the relationship between the dependent variable and independent variable. The literature review focused on 4 independent variables that affect student academic performance, which are smartphone addiction, social media addiction, poor sleep quality, and emotional state, while the dependent variable is the academic performance. Academic performance is the extent to which a student meet their educational objective and overall academic achievements. According to the Siva Kumar 2020, academic performance is evaluated by comparing student grades before and after the inclusion of social media into their study routine. For independent variable, firstly is smartphone addiction, which categorized by an excessive use of smartphone that disrupt daily life activity. By referring to AZIM 2020, a strong urge to use mobile phone excessively, which frequently leads to behaviors such as internet browsing, online buying, and gaming. This persistent contact might be a technique for children to avoid real-life communication with their parents or lecturers. Second is social media addiction. Is categorized by a tendency to prioritize social interaction over academic tasks. For instance, it is noted that students spend their time talking and making friends through social media instead of their books. By Sarita 2021. Third is poor sleep quality, referred to difficulty in falling asleep, staying asleep, or experiencing restful sleep. It can manifest as insomnia, frequent wakens, or non-restorative sleep, leading to feeling of fatigue and reduced alertness during the day. By referring to ACTAS 2021. Fourth is emotional state. According to Kausar 2013, it is defined as the incapability to manage stress effectively, which often result in poor academic performance. Emotional instability is associated with anxiety, stress, and difficulty handling challenge effectively.
Hi everyone, now I am delighted to present the research methodology of our study. This research aims to examine the causal relationship between 4 key factors, which are smartphone addiction, social media addiction, poor sleep quality, and emotional states, and their influence on academic performance. The study adopts a causal research design utilizing a cross-sectional approach to capture data at a single point in time. Conducted in a non-contrived real-world setting, it focuses on individual students as the unit of analysis to ensure authentic and reliable findings. The target population consists of 8,224 undergraduate students at UiTM KEDAH. Using Crazy and Morgan's formula, a sample size of 367 participants were determined with an additional 20% to account for non-responses. Convenience sampling was employed for practicality, ensuring accessibility and representation across diverse faculties. Data collection will take place from 1 December to 15 December 2024 via a Google Form survey. The questionnaire is divided into sections that cover demographics, academic performance, and the independent variables of smartphone addiction, social media addiction, poor sleep quality, and emotional states. Both nominal and interval scales are used, with questions adapted from validated sources to ensure reliability and relevance. Data analysis will be conducted in 2 phases. First, data cleaning will address inconsistencies, missing data, and outliers to ensure accuracy. Next, descriptive analysis will summarize respondent demographics and explore trends and patterns in the dataset, highlighting relationship between digital technology use and academic performance. This methodology is designed to provide actionable insights into how digital technology impacts students' educational outcomes. By addressing these factors, the study aims to inform strategies for improving academic performance.
In this first phase of data analysis, we use Chromebook Alpha to test the reliability, which help us understand whether the questions in our study are consistent and reliable. According to Nunali, a score of 0.7 or higher indicates good reliability. The results show that academic performance had a reliability score of 0.715, which is acceptable. However, smartphone addiction and social media addiction had lower reliability score, 0.504 and 0.468, meaning these measures were not very consistent. Poor sleep quality had a score of 0.678, which is marginally acceptable, and emotional state had a lower score of 0.552. To improve consistency, we reversed the wording of any negatively worded item in the survey. Reliability is important because it ensures that our tools are measuring the same things consistently. While a high score is better, anything above 0.6 is generally acceptable. Most of the measures in our study had reliability score ranging from 0.801 to 0.920, indicating that they are reliable for this research.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is SYAHMINA and I will be presenting the analysis and result of the second stage of the analysis. The second phase of data analysis will explain demographic analysis, which are gender, age, level of study, type of social media frequently used, and daily duration of smartphone use. In the table 4.2 showcase the gender composition of respondents, which shows that the majority are females. Taking 79.6% of total sample, male respondent takes only 20.4% of the total. This huge difference in gender representation shows that female in the sample population are nearly 4 times the number of males. This is further shown by the cumulative percentage, where the total respondents are summed up to 100%, which female respondents clearly dominate. Next, the table 4.3 shows the analysis of respondent age. It's revealed that most fall within the 18 to 23 age of group, representing 90.4% of the entire sample. Most physically, 43.1% are between 18 to 20 years old, while 47.3% fall between the age of 21 to 23 years old. There is a lower proportion for respondents aged between 24 to 26 at 6.2, while those aged 27 years and above only form 3.5% of the sample. The higher frequency of respondents in the age of group 21 to 23 reflect the typical age of students undertaking a higher education courses and approaching the end of their undergraduate studies. Then table 4.4 shows a level of study of the respondent education, which the respondents show that a slightly higher percentage has achieved degree level qualification, which is 54.6% compared to those with diploma qualification, which is 45.4%. This distribution closely mirrors the proportion within the population survey, which includes both diploma and degree students. Table 4.5 reveals the data of frequency of social media use among 260 respondents. Instagram is the most popular platform, with 74.2% of respondents using it. WhatsApp follows closely with 10% of respondents using it regularly. YouTube is used by 6.5%, while Facebook has a smaller use base of 3.1%. X is least used with only 0.4% of respondents using it. Beside, the table 4.6 indicate the daily duration of smartphone use among respondents. The majority, 44.6%, spend 4 to 6 hours on their smartphone each day, making this the most common duration and 25.4% of respondents used their smartphone for 7 to 9 hours, while 18.5% used them for more than 9 hours daily. A smaller group, 11.5%, report spending 1 to 3 hours on their smartphone. Lastly, the table 4.7, which is descriptive statistics. The data above provide insight into demographic characteristics of 260 respondents across 5 categories, which are gender, age, level of study, type of social media frequently used, and daily duration of smartphone use.
Assalamualaikum. I will present the third phase of data analysis, where we interpret the finding to address the research objective and hypothesis. The first one is coloration analysis, the relationship between IVs and DV. We conducted a coloration analysis to examine the relationship between independent variables and academic performance. Coloration measures the both strength and direction of this relationship. Academic performance show a very high positive correlation, which is R equal to 1, P less than 0.01, and P equal to 0.000. But this result is not significant because the significance threshold is 0.01. Smartphone edition has a negligible negative correlation, which is R equal to negative 0.01 and P equals to 0.990, meaning it has almost no impact on academic performance. Social media edition show a low positive correlation, which is R equal to 0.034 and P equals to 0.584, which is also not significant. Post sleep quality has a negative correlation, which is R equal to negative 0.072 and P equals to 0.247, meaning post sleep quality might slightly reduce academic performance, but the effect is not statistically significant. Emotional state show a negligible negative correlation, which is R equal to negative 0.013 and P equals to 0.837, meaning emotional state have no meaningful impact on academic performance. Next, I'm going to explain about multiple regression analysis, the impact of IV on DV. We conducted a multiple regression analysis to determine whether independent variables significantly influence on academic performance. R squared equals to 0.009, which means that all independent variables explain only 9% of variance in academic performance. This suggests that other factors outside our study might have a stronger influence. The F value equals to 0.566 with a P value of 0.687, which is greater than 0.05, meaning the model is not statistically significant. Furthermore, I'm going to explain the standard regression analysis, which is the individual contribution of variance. Now, let's take a look on how each independent variables uniquely contribute to academic performance. The first one is social media edition has a highest beta coefficient, which is B equals to 0.081 and P equals to 0.353, but the result is not significant. This means social media edition does not significantly impact academic performance. Next, post quality show a negative effect, which is B equals to negative 0.078 and P equals to 0.223. Even though it's not significant, the hypothesis is supported, meaning post-sleep quality may affect academic performance even if it's weakly. Moreover, emotional state has a beta value of B equals to negative 0.030 and P equals to 0.696, showing a negligible impact. Again, it's not significant, but the hypothesis is supported. Other than that, smartphone edition has a lowest impact, which is B equal to negative 0.023 and P equals to 0.787, which is not significant, but the hypothesis is supported. Overall, none of the independent variables significantly influence academic performance. However, smartphone edition, post-sleep quality, and emotional state each show some level of contribution, even though if it's weak. Meanwhile, social media edition does not show some level of contribution to academic performance. This suggests that while this factor may play a role, other variables might have a stronger effect on academic performance.
Our first objective investigated the influence of smartphone addiction on academic performance. The hypothesis suggested a negative relationship, and while the analysis revealed a negative beta coefficient of negative 0.023, the p-value of 0.787 indicates this relationship is not statistically significant. However, a prior study support the hypothesis linking smartphone addiction to distractions, cognitive overload, and poor time management, which collectively impact academic performance. Next, we examine social media addiction. Similarly, the p-value of 0.353 indicates no significant relationship, yet peer research highlights its adverse effects such as reduced study time and negative mental health outcomes, which can indirectly hinder academic performance. Excessive social media use also disrupt focus and motivation, contributing to the observed negative impact. For poor sleep quality, the hypothesis was partially supported with a beta value of negative 0.078, indicating a negative relationship. However, the p-value of 0.223 shows it is not statistically significant. Literature supports that poor sleep impairs cognitive and emotional functions, leading to lower engagement and performance in academic tasks. Finally, we investigated the role of emotional states. While the beta value of negative 0.03 suggests a negative relationship, the p-value of 0.696 indicates no statistical significance. Prior studies emphasize that stress, anxiety, and poor emotional regulations reduce focus and motivation, indirectly affecting academic success. To conclude, while statistical significance was not achieved, the hypothesis was supported directionally and aligned with prior literature. These findings emphasize that the importance of managing smartphone use, social media, sleep quality, and emotional states to improve academic outcomes.
In this study, I will share the recommendations of future research based on the findings of this study. To further enhance our understanding of the relationship investigated, future studies could incorporate new variables and moderators that might deepen or broaden the finding. For instance, variables such as self-regulation, peer influence, or academic motivation could be added to better explain the variance in the academic performance as an outcome of digital addiction and emotional states. These additional variables could reveal nuance in the relationship between behavioral patterns and academic performance that were not evident in this study. Future research should also explore new relationships by examining the mediating or moderating roles of variables such as time management, emotional intelligence, and institutional support. Investigating these variables could provide a deeper understanding of how personal and environmental factors buffer the negative impact of digital addiction and poor sleep quality on academic performance. In addition, conducting qualitative research alongside quantitative study is recommended. This could include in-depth interviews or focus group discussion to capture students' life experience with digital technology, sleep pattern, and academic challenge. Such a mixed method approach would offer a nuanced understanding of the complex mechanism underlying the observed association. Moreover, future studies should consider adapting longitudinal research designed to observe change over time. For example, following students' behavior and academic performance over a semester or an academic year could provide insight into the dynamic effect of digital addiction, emotional states, and sleep quality on academic outcome.
In the conclusion, this study are to investigate the effect of smartphone addiction, social media addiction, poor sleep quality, and emotional state on academic performance among youth students at UiTM KEDAH branch. The finding reveals that excessive use of digital technology and negative emotional state negatively impact academic outcomes. However, when used intentionally for educational purpose, digital tool can enhance learning. Improving emotional well-being and sleep habit can also support better academic performance. Overall, balanced and mindful use of technology is crucial for academic success.
Thank you. That's all from us.